episode 726. Look what Jess found. And I should say, okay, here it goes. I was about to say, look what Jess can't find. Okay. Bank wrap penny roll. Now, there's a few things I like to talk about today. I don't know what I'm going to get to or not. One of them is the fact that I found a crimp machine yesterday. I've never seen one of these before, and but it was, I forgot what I was looking for that I found it. I can't remember exactly, but I saw it on YouTube, and it's basically the people who make the money machines, the coin change counting machines and stuff like that. They do not sell. I looked for it. I couldn't on their website. They do not sell it. So it's an older, out of date machine, and it has replaceable pieces on the front for the different denominations. And the person was, if you find the video, you know what I'm talking about. He's doing quarters, and he turns the machine on. He goes whoop, 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 whoop. Just every 2 seconds, crimp rolling a pack of quarters. What's that? Is that a? I usually go closer. Make sure we don't have any. All right, not much copper in here. Maybe 6 or 7 or 8. That's okay. I'll take that. For a bank wrapper. And the first penny's a copper. That's a great start. And it did it in it's professional. It did it in such a professional. I don't know if I doubt it's not the same one that they use at banks. I mean, it might be the same one they use at some banks. You know what I mean? But I don't think that's the one they use at when they were doing billions of coins. They must have. I would think they have a what's that called? A bigger, more industrial machine that does more faster. But I thought that was pretty cool. And it really, oh, I know why. I'm looking at this dude on eBay. I'm looking at his, no close aim. I'm looking at his, he has negative feedback about his rolls of pennies that he was selling. And I'm like, how does this guy have all of these copper penny number 2, have all these wheat cent, Indian cent enders? Like, yeah, just let me tell you, if something looks too good to be true, man, it is. I'm telling you, 100%, it is. And but they have these bank crimped ends. I'm like, yo, there's got to be, and I said to myself, there's got to be some kind of machine out there that does these really beautiful, professional looking crimping at the ends of your rolls. And sure enough, I found it, or I found one, I should say. And I was like, I knew it, man. 2017p. I was like, I knew it. I knew there had to be some way out there that somebody could do these at their home, and it looks like if they got it from a bank, and so he's getting negative. He's getting negative feedbacks because people are saying, "Yo, man, these aren't unsearched rolls." And you'll know who it is if you look for him. And his and you could and I guess the other part of the reason I looked for it was his response. His response was so snarky. I don't sell wrappers. I sell rolls. That's like his line that he comes back and tells people who complain about his rolls. And of course, you know, you could be on either side of the camp. I mean, if you bought it, I mean, and they're not cheap either. You know what I mean? Like they're more expensive than if they were not, if they didn't look like they were bank wrapped. That's the that's the problem. It's not like you bought. That's a nice copper penny. It's not like if you bought, um, you know, if you paid $2 for them, they're like, I forget what they call it, but they're like $10, $15, something like it. They're a lot, man. They're expensive, and they should be $2, right? If they're searched through planted, right. So those are planted, right? Those wheat cents and Indian head pennies are planted. Now you might say to yourself, "Yeah, I found a 73S." You might say to yourself, "I'm gonna look for the mintage on this." You might say to yourself, "Yeah, I found an Indian head penny." Yeah, yes. You can find an Indian head penny. Yes, if you look through thousands and thousands of penny rolls, you can find, what was it, 1973S, 73S. There's 317 million, which is very low in comparison to um, even the 72S is 376, is 50 million less than the 72. Hmm. 74 is an odd, but not even the 74. There's 409 million. It's very low. It's not the low. I know the lowest one, I think, is the 68. Yeah, the 68 is 258, but it's getting there. Probably the next lowest. I paused the video for a second. I think to do, I don't know why. I paused the video for a second. Oh, to look up the, wow. I paused the video to look up this, and I thought I pressed it, and I think I pressed the picture button. Anyway, let me just move on. The 1973 has a kind of low mintage of 3,117,000, which is pretty low for mintages for the 70s mints, right? So a lot of them are in the billions. Most of them are in the billions, except for the S's in the 1970s, right? I have one of my most popular videos is the lowest non-proof mint mark, which is the 1968 S, which is 258 million, which is a lot of minted, but it's the lowest, right? So a lot of people get a little hurt, what's the word I'm looking for? Triggered by using the title lowest minted, but it's lowest minted non-proof memorial. So it's just a fact. Anyway, that's just the way people are. So 300 and whatever 14 million is pretty low. So with that said, I went through a few. I found a few extra pennies that I'll go through now, and that I found off when the video was on pause, unfortunately. So I kind of screwed up a little bit. Um, I was talking. That funny thing is, I caught myself talking. Then I looked up and I saw that the time wasn't moving. So I found these nice. So I was talking mostly about the fact that how happy I'm about lately that I've been learning a lot of things with the channel. Right. I learned about the crimp roll machine. I learned about handheld microscopes. Bought one and used one. I have it right here on the side of the desk. If I find something that is, worth looking at, that's a nice 2013. If I find something that's worth looking at, yes, I'll take it out. I will be ordering another one. It might be another Tom Love. It might not be. I'm not sure. But, you know, hopefully people who are if you stick with the channel, I think, like, if you watch things if you watch all my channels, you're going to learn with me. That's the bottom line. And it's nice to know that after doing this for 2 years, I'm still learning things, you know. I'm happy about that. Just got something going on up there. The penny's a little too dirty, a little too damaged. If I really think this is a repunch mint mark, I'll pull out the scope. I don't think it's a repunch mint mark. I just think it's a beat up mint mark. And we found more copper during this video. Here's another 2017 piece beat up. That's the second one we found today. We found more copper during this penny roll hunt than I thought we were, and that is and I still have to do the wheat set, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 copper pennies in a bank wrap penny roll. That's incredible, man. That's incredible. I mean, these bank wrap penny rolls are really lifting my spirits. All right, now let's look at this. All right, I'm gonna say 40s. It just they looks a little bit too worn for 50s. It could be 50s. I'm gonna say it's a 40s. If it's a 30s, I'll be surprised. Even though I haven't been getting surprised lately. Let me have my coffee. I have been surprised lately. Let's see. 30, and there we go again, 35. And I was gonna say if it's a 30s, I'd be surprised, and it is a 30s. It's a 35. And this is I think the last one we found was, I don't remember. I can't remember. Do you remember what the last recent one was? Was it a 20 something? Or an 18? It was crazy, man. All right, so let's pull out the microscope. Let's check this out. You have to keep it kind of all right, so we have it on 1x and 2 brightness. Let me go out a little bit. Is it too? It has to be positioned perfectly. Otherwise, it kind of throws off my equilibrium a little bit. Here we go. And that's what I was looking for. That's what I'm looking for. You see on the 9, it has a little not a double die. I'm pretty sure it's not a double die. I just noticed that should I go closer? Let's go a little closer. I just noticed that the letters were a little flat. I wanted to make sure there was no extra thickness on them. You know a coin has extra thickness because either some extra thickness is very strong where it looks like a straight up double die. You can see the 2 separate images, and sometimes it's a little bit weaker where they'll just look a little wider and you'll see the separation within it. Okay, so I don't see anything to write home about. That's the Liberty. So yeah, these handheld microscopes are fun, and cool. I'm getting used to it. You have to turn it on and off, or that light is super bright. Hope you enjoy the show. I'm sorry about about the little bit loss of time. I didn't pay attention. Maybe it's too early. Maybe the coffee hasn't kicked in. But either way, irregardless, God bless. Please click like, and subscribe. A special thanks to all my members who continue to support the channel. It's the reason I'm able to get new little things. My next thing to get is, again, I'm getting another a spare microscope, a handheld microscope, and maybe order some more pennies, and definitely going to get the new phone within the next several months, unless I can't, you know. But otherwise, I should be probably getting the Pixel 8, and then we'll experiment it probably for about a month, you know, with all the new features, and see if I can do lives. I really want to do lives. I used to do it with my other phone, but anyway, I don't want to get into the whole thing. But with the Pixel, I think the other one I have is a Pixel 6. Um, I have issues with the ergonomics of the features, and it doesn't. You can't flip it around when you're doing video. You can only view forward. It's all kinds of stuff that I don't like about it. But it's a great phone, and the pictures are real clear, except for certain things for YouTube Studio. So, all right. Anyway, thank you. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.